Why is this happening? Because you were taught to distrust yourself. The heart is deceitful above all things, says the Bible and God. Your judgment was always subordinate to the Bible or the authorities in your community. Growing up as a missionary kid, I have spent the last 10 years deconstructing my background of Christian, evangelical, a little bit of Baptist in there, fundamentalist beliefs. It's been a very rocky road. But I now have the language to name the things that I wasn't able to before. And after years of random bouts of guilt, shame, and anxiety, turns out it was all part of religious trauma. You can also call it spiritual trauma. In my instance, they're one and the same. So yeah, basically I want to talk about the 5 signs that made me realize, oh shit, I have religious trauma. It's not just some random horrible feeling I'm getting all this time. Dun, 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 dun. Number 1, guilt and shame. Is that 2? It's 1 as a whole. It pops up in the most random moments. Skipping church, declining someone's invitation to go to their church, when you're at a family reunion and everyone closes their eyes to pray and you don't close your eyes. The bullshit I would say when I was a Christian, not telling someone that you're praying for them. Like, what am I supposed to say? Like, I hope God heals you? Like, 1, I don't even know if there is a God. And 2, I don't think there is this divine plan. Like, can you get better? I think you can get better without God. Like, it's confusing. And I think it happens because we were trained to have this inner alarm going off all the time. Like, constantly self-monitoring ourselves, monitoring other people. Like, if one of Christianity's big things is like, don't judge each other, we were constantly judging each other and ourselves. And when you leave, that inner alarm doesn't just like deactivate. You have to like untrigger it each time it goes off, and it takes years sometimes, and it's so excruciatingly painful. So much of the time, it's not your intuition or your conscience being like, I should really be at church right now. It's the programming. You don't have to be at church right now. Even if you never go to church again, that's fine. Number 2, normal thoughts that feel like spiritual warfare. I'm gonna try to keep this brief, but the paranoia of being told that totally ordinary things, like when you're told that all of those are signs of demonic influence or a spiritual attack, like, that's fucking scary. The damage that it does is that it creeps in and breaks down your moral compass. Even if that compass is working correctly. The second you start moving towards acceptance, bodily autonomy, and more compassion, those alarms are going off again, being like, uh-oh, this is a spiritual attack. And the lasting effect that has is years later, you still get that weird feeling of like, wait, is this okay? Then you have to be like, yes, yeah. And it's not as simple as that. This is me just like giving an example. But when it's actually happening, it's like debilitating. The paranoia wasn't evidence of spiritual danger. It was evidence of the control mechanism. Doubt and openness were supposed to feel scary. And that is how the system sustains itself. I literally remember the moment that I was like, oh, maybe divorced people can get remarried. I cracked that door open only to get it literally slammed in my face. And it wasn't even that I was opening the door to allow evil in, I was just thinking for myself for the first time. Number 3, a complicated relationship with authority. It kind of goes both ways here. You could either be way too trusting of authority figures and literally not thinking for yourself and just blindly believing whatever they say is right, which is kind of the boat I was in, or you have a deep-rooted distrust of authority figures. It kind of is scary because this authority that you're being taught is literally from God. Either it's through the Bible or through the authority figures who say that God told them something or that they are here to do something that God told them to do. Like, how the fuck can you question that? And the real world impact that it has is trouble standing up for yourself at work, in medical situation, in relationships, or swinging the whole other way where you're totally distrustful of everything. Number 4, the grief that completely catches you off guard. I literally would be lying if I didn't say that sometimes I missed being in the bubble. Not that I'm saying that that's good. It's just like, sometimes it was blissful being as ignorant as I was. But it's true, the community, the sense of meaning, the purpose, even when you know or knew that leaving was the best thing that you could have done for yourself, sometimes that grief comes up where you're just like missing, especially if you are not in contact with your family or with friends from that time in your life. Like the grief is huge when it comes to that. And like so many things can trigger it too. Weddings, funerals, family reunions, baptism videos, hearing an old worship song that used to be like your song, watching somebody else pray with like full like sincerity in their body language. I don't know, like the certainty really felt safe, and deconstruction just felt so tumultuous in the beginning. Now it is my safety, but in the beginning it did not feel like this. It was very, very scary, which is the whole point of getting out of it. It's hard to get out because it's scary. Number 5, trouble trusting yourself. It has led to chronic second guessing, overanalyzing, overthinking, overly relying on others' opinions, decision paralysis. Is it because I'm a Libra? Maybe, but also because I have ADHD, maybe too, but definitely the religious trauma is lodged in there. Why is this happening? Because you were taught to distrust yourself. The heart is deceitful above all things, says the Bible and God. Your judgment was always subordinate to the Bible or the authorities in your community. So the irony is, as freeing as leaving becomes down the line, it does not necessarily feel that way in the beginning because you were never taught to trust yourself. And none of these that I just talked about are character flaws. They're just not. They are nervous system responses to a completely flawed system used to control you. Like your nervous system was doing the best it could to protect you in an illogical system. And just because you left does not mean that all those things just turn off immediately. It takes time, and if you are not there yet, don't worry. It gets better. And everybody's journeys are different, so just don't be too hard on yourself. You're definitely not alone. It's a tumultuous process for everybody. But now we know those switches are there, and now it can only go out from here, right? Anyway, go ahead and watch this video next. Let's keep talking about this bullshit because it's really healing for me to vocalize everything, and it's really healing for me to read your comments. I love talking to you in the comment section. Like, please share your stories, your experiences. I love you. Hope you have the best day. Mwah! Bye!